Good morning. Welcome to Don Casimiro G. Tanedo Integrated School in our presentation of the SMEA, or known as the School Monitoring, Evaluation, and Adjustment. Under CRA 1 is the instructional leadership with the following activities such as class observation, which needs an improved teaching skills. Target date is February 7, 2022. Scheduling of observation is ongoing. Next is the provisions of technical assistance in the development of contextualized IMS. Monitoring of department leader is conducted and still ongoing. Another is the monitoring and consolidation of achievement rate. This monitoring is quarterly conducted by the ICT coordinators. Another activities is the project harvest, which means harvest all resources and various education support tools, wherein number of available learning materials were all increased. It is still ongoing. Okay, another more activities is the full establishment of senior high schools program, wherein it increased in numbers of enrollees, and it is also ongoing. Next is the conduct of online classes for us to improve our teaching techniques, and the same is true with our learners, which is to improve also their learning and study habits. Online classes are still ongoing, but regular online were conducted by 2 elementary teachers, 3 junior high school teachers, and 1 senior high school teacher. The rest is done twice or once a week. Next is the project DEAR, which means development, excellence, accelerate, reading, with the activities numbers of frustrations among our pupils were all diminished. Different reading activities are conducted, especially in the primary level. The same is true in Project EMC2, wherein members of instructional materials were all increased, and the list of reading activities were all done, especially in primary level. Next is the downloading and production of available learning material. Due to high numbers of pupils in the school, it is in need to produce more materials. Learning materials, learning resources rather. Learning resources team and property custodian and ICT coordinators is in charge of this source of fund of all these activities are all from MOOE, and all activities are all ongoing. We have now the CRA2, which is all about learning environment. Activities done in here are all monitoring of non-violation of Privacy Act. No cases of violation recorded in here because online classes and posting in the FB page are being closely monitored by the school authorities. Next is the development capacity building, or known as GAD, Gender and Development. Outputs of these activities should be the teaching and non-teaching personnel will be all oriented and will be conducted on sometime on July 2022. Sources of fund of these two activities are all from MOOE. Next is the feeding program, wherein recipients of this program are the kindergarten learners, and was started on November 2021. Still ongoing, and it will be end on January 2022 for the first quarter. Source of fund of these activities are all from school board feeding program, school board feeding program. Another is the conduct of resiliency activities and uh, procurement of DRRM tools with a fund from MOOE also, and to be conducted on August, sometimes on August 2022. Learners and teachers should be well informed. Next is QA3, which is all about parents' involvement and community partnership. Activities under QA3 is the retrieval, retrieval and distribution of learning materials on the scheduled dates. It was started on September 13 and retrieval on October 13, and this process is still ongoing, and it was 90% accomplished because some parents failed to get and return learning materials due to different reasons. We also have the quarterly homeroom PTA meeting done on November 2021, and to be followed on the next month, which is February 14, 2022, for the next quarter. Next is the Brigada Escuela, wherein we are expecting donations from generous people of Barangay Baculong, and all donations received were all documented. Okay, next is the project 3Ps. It is planning to procure printer from donations and still also for approval. Proceed to CRA4, which is about human resource and management and development. It is also involves parents and community partnerships. We have here the project train, good enough or looking for outstanding teacher at the end of the school year. Next is the Gawad Kalinga. It encourages participations and involvement here. Fully result of this should be at the end of the school year. And last but not the least is the craft 5, which is about social leadership, management, and operations. Such activity here is the utilizations of monthly school budget as reflected in WFP. It was 30% accomplished as of now. Next is the accurate and on-time liquidation of MOOE, and we are always on time on submission. That's all for the what is this? The school monitoring, evaluation, and adjustment report. Thank you.